right. I think let me just double check. I think we're live.
Yes, we are live, Jerry. Yes, we are live.
Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon, and also good evening wherever you're watching from, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching while recording. So please do make sure that you do hashtag whether you're live now
Right now
or
and
you're rewatching.
correct, Jerry. That's correct. So, hi everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening. Me and Jerry is back again. Something interesting, something we use daily, and something we want to be learn a little bit more. It's none other than our own ServiceNow community. Jerry, I can see someone is hidden in your chair, backside your
Yeah,
chair.
so I've actually got a live audience in my room actually. So my
Oh,
son Justin. So Justin, do you want to come and say hi to everyone?
hi, Justin.
Bye.
And that's Justin, my son. And yeah, he's going to be watching obviously me doing my live stream in person.
I'll watch
Wow,
myself.
Yeah, and you
that's
can watch
Then
it
nice.
we
back.
could play.
We will do praying. Yes.
Yeah. So just you can take the notes, and after that you can share the feedback with me and your father as well, that what went wrong and we can improve it in the next stream definitely. Okay, so Jerry, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I suppose, like I say, it's about 8:30 in the
Yes.
UK.
Yes.
Sun's
A bit-
shining. You know what,
Yes.
the weather is just really nice now. It's coming into spring, and my
Yes.
energy level. So for me, the sun and the brightness gives me a lot of energy. But when it's cloudy, raining, especially in the UK, it
Okay,
can get
right.
it gets a bit dull, and sometimes my energy can get a little bit lower. But I suppose for ourselves, we have to motivate ourselves to make sure we've got that energy. But the sun,
Correct.
and also
Correct.
my son gives me energy as well, because I know when he wakes up in the morning, he's a bundle of joy.
Nice, nice. There's no, definitely it's a good weather here. After almost this week was a good weather. It was sunshine, and even though not that much cold, weather is getting increased, so that's look good. And we can see with us we have Ashutosh, we have someone from, I guess, from Nigeria is Japu. So we are here, guys. Hello, good morning, afternoon, everybody. So now, Jerry, what we are talking today?
It's an exciting topic, actually. We're going to be talking about showcasing the community. So
Okay.
the actual community platform, we're on ServiceNow. We've had a lot of questions. What people say, what can I do on the community? I'm new to ServiceNow. I've looked at community, but I'm not really sure how to navigate the
Okay.
actual ServiceNow community platform. So I think it's a case of, for us to showcase that. I suppose Atul, you've got a lot of experience using the ServiceNow community, because I noticed when
Yes.
I started on ServiceNow and looking at the community, I kept seeing your name at the very top of the leaderboard, and I was like, "Who is
Yeah.
this guy? Who is Atu?" So now I finally get to meet Atu, and
Yes.
very much,
Yeah.
we
Thanks, Eddie.
got
But
great
I guess
experience.
we are missing something here, as you know, and as we done the previously as well. Let's take a 10-20 second pause, pray to God,
Definitely,
and then kick off this session.
yeah.
Okay. Yes. So thanks, Jerry. I'm using ServiceNow Community quite a 2 years now, I can say. It is, for me, if you ask personally, that it is a one of the free learning shopping mall where you can go and learn free of cost and come back at home. Any topic, either it's a functional, it's a non-functional, technical, non-technical, data migration, upgrades, AI, Gen AI, search, global search, form, list, layout, color, anything you want to know, integration, REST, SOAP, coding, scripting, anything you want to know, anything you want to learn, this is one of the best place to be go and you can learn it. Put your question, and we have experts in the community that who can do wonders in a seconds, in a seconds, I can say. Yep. So I can say Deepshika has already joined. Ashutosh is there. So do you have the link for joining the community, Jerry? Can you show
I
the link?
do. Let me just
Anybody?
pop that up. So to get to the ServiceNow community, there's a URL. And what I'll do is I'll also just put it into the chat as well for
Yes.
people to be able to click onto it if you're on the chat. Bookmark it as well. But what we'll do is we'll add it to the screen as well.
Wait, 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 wait.
Wait, okay, let's kick
Okay.
it off.
No one. Might be we can ask for the audience, is anybody can join the community or only the people who are working service now? They can join the community. What do you think, Jerry?
I think it's anyone in the world that, if they're interested in ServiceNow, they want to belong to a community, then I think anyone would be able to join.
Okay. Might be we have an expert here. Let me write down some things which I remember now. Ashutosh, you are expert in that area. You also, I saw your name on the leaderboard. What do you think? Is communities open for everybody or for the limited people? In the meantime, Ashutosh reply, we will go for the next level. Okay, Jerry, now you can show on the screen. Wow, thanks Raja for for the confirmation. So this is our ServiceNow community. Before that, two things important which we again forget. Number one, I see there's a few women or the ladies join this group today, this session today. So on behalf of me and Jerry, we wish you a very, very happy Women's Day. Thank you so much for joining this session from your busy schedule. Please keep learning, keep growing, and enjoy your day at the fullest level. That is the one thing. Second thing, after the 4 days, as you can see on the screen, Yokohama GA is getting out. What this mean? Now, till now, we can use the Yokohama instance only on the PDI, but now Yokohama is available for all the customers as well. So if you want to be see that what is coming new in the Yokohama, please go and add to your calendar by logging this link and add to the calendar, and you can join that event. I'm really waiting for this particular part because we're going to see that what is new coming in the Yokohama. Okay, Jerry, are you a member of ServiceNow community?
I am a member of ServiceNow Community, yes.
How's your experience?
So when I first started on the ServiceNow, my own journey, when I wanted support, when I wanted just to reach out for, I'm getting stuck on something that, again, whether I'm learning something I'm not too sure of, or maybe when I'm configuring or implementing a solution within ServiceNow, and I need, somewhere I need to go to ask for help. Maybe again, if you're working with, your implementation partner, you could ask for support. But if you don't have an implementation partner, if you, let's say you are supporting ServiceNow within your own organization, or you're learning ServiceNow for the very first time, or maybe you're already learning ServiceNow, but you're learning something new, a new capability. So the ServiceNow community for me was a place for me to reach out, ask my question. And like you said very earlier on, that you've got people on the community like yourself and others that I know of within my own network will be able to respond and give you some advice, some guidance. And sometimes, might not answer your question straight away, but it will help you, lead you to the path of, okay, let me think how I can do this in this way. And then once you've learned that, so for me, I've learned something where I've had to pick up an issue that I've obviously a report that I've had. I didn't get the answer straight away, but guess what? It helped me start to make me think a bit more about some of the advice I've got.
True.
And then I resolved it. And guess what? I'm able to use my own experience and the knowledge to then share back to the community.
Perfectly fine. Yep. And this is what the motto should be. It is not like you are going and getting, it is also required that you go and give back as well. This is the cycle which help you to everybody to grow together on that particular part. Okay, let's put a question to the audience, Jerry. How many of you are on the community? Might be you can say 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 9 years, 10 years. Let's see some trend. How old you are on the ServiceNow community? I am. Let me put my answer as well. I am from the 3 years now. Anybody? Just new joiner, something like this, because we have interesting facts on this part now. Okay.
Yes, I think Atul, you've got
Okay.
3 years,
Four
as we can
years.
see.
Okay.
For me, I've got 4 years
Okay.
of using the
Sandeep
community.
says 2 year. Amit, what do you think? How long you are in the ServiceNow community? Sushmita says 7 years. Okay, nice. Anybody else more than 10 years? 10 years, Vijay. Wow, perfectly fine, Vijay. You are
Wow.
the legend here. Wow. Jaipur says 2 years. Very nice. Now let me put a question. Rujita, yes, 2 years. Now let me put a question to the people who are using the community and including might be for you, Jerry. Do you know that how many members we have on the community? Can you give me the count? Anybody from audience, can you give me the
Yeah.
count? How many members we have on the community?
I suppose Atul, yeah, it's like I remember seeing this number every time I log
Uh-huh.
into the community. I remember it's on the page, but again, I'm
No, no,
gonna
no, no. Wait.
I'm not.
Let
Shall
me.
I guess, or you gonna let
No,
everyone
no,
guess?
no, no, wait. 700, only 700 plus, or you're missing some alphabet here, Sushmita.
700 plus.
Come on. 700, I
I thought
can
it's
just
more than. I
say
thought
that
it's
in
more.
the 15,000. Okay, 15,001, 15,002, 7 lakh. Okay, 7 lakh 1, 7 lakh 2, 7
Mahaffey says
lakh.
700,000.
Oh my God. Too much. Okay. Now another question. We will relieve the answers as well. Another question. Can you tell me how many members are online at this point of time in the ServiceNow community? Yes or no? Tan, 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 tan. Can you tell me that how many members are online in community at point of time? Do you know that we can get those details? Anybody? Sushmita, Mahati, Matt, Viraj. Come on, Mahati. You are old in the community now.
We've had Sandeep say about 70K. I
That
think
is
that's
what is the count of the users. I'm looking for
okay.
that. Can you tell me, or is there a place we can see that how many members are online at this point of time in the ServiceNow community? Surprisingly, right? We don't know. Okay. Now the next question. How many posts has been done till now in the ServiceNow community? Thanks, William. Mahati says 7,600 once. How many posts has been done till now in the ServiceNow community? Can you give me the count? Just imagine if we have a 7 lakh people, 700K people, then how many posts are there? 500K. Matt says 500K. Okay. Anybody else? Any wild guesses? How many posts till now we have in ServiceNow community? And believe me, this data is available for everybody. Million of registered members worldwide with thousands of active contributors, developers participating in forum discussion events. Okay, Mehati got the right place to find out. Jerry, can I request you just scroll up a little bit more
Yeah, let's show everyone what we're
and let's
the
reveal the
questions we
answer.
asked. Yeah, let's scroll up.
This is the place when you log in into ServiceNow community and go to the community page as the default, you can see that how many members are there, how many online and how many posts is done till now in the community. And if you see, the figures are increasing every day. Yes, definitely math is cheating now. That's wrong. So when me and Jerry was connected on Tuesday to discuss about this part, that was that time I guess it was like somewhere 9,000 in the last, but now I can see more than 400 plus posts has been done and the count has been increased now. So today's Saturday might be the count of online people is less, but I see the count of online community member is more than 21,000 as well. So this is the place where you can go and check that what is the power of community. And it's not now you can imagine that it's a Saturday and only UK and India is awake. America and other areas are almost are in the sleeping mode. But if they also come online, count is like fabulous. So your single question will be answered in the peak hours by 20,000 plus people, or the seen by 20,000 plus people on that particular part. Wow. Jerry, let's move forward now. Please log into the community. So if you are new to the community, you can join the community by clicking on this. On the top, you have the green button. You can join from there. It is not asking for any kind of a much personal information, your name, email ID, and all the things. You can put it, and then you can log into the community here. Yeah. So you can see Jerry is joined now, because we are not using our actual ID. It has some other information as well. So this is the home page when you log in to the ServiceNow community. Wow. Jerry, again, you are 4 years in the community. Mahati
Yep.
is also old one, and other people also old one. Can you tell me in how many languages the community is available?
Right. I'm gonna. Yeah, you're testing me here. Let me click on
Wait,
myself. Which is
wait,
the
wait. What is the count? What is the count I'm looking
what
for?
the
And if you can tell
what?
me the
Oh, what the can't? What in terms
count,
of what?
yes. And
What country
what about language?
languages or you mean in terms of globally? How many
Yes,
people use?
globally. Yes.
Oh wow,
English, I know. Japanese, I know. I guess it's
Chinese as well. I know Chinese is
Chinese as
on.
well. I guess 11 or 12 languages. Anybody can tell more than that. Or if you know, please don't cheat, Mahati. Don't cheat this time. People are have eyes on you now. Da, da, da. Okay, Jerry, show it now that in how many languages the
Yep.
community is available. So you
Wow.
can
Okay.
see
Yep.
here. This is what it make globally. So from US, from Brazil, from Asia Pacific, we have, I guess it's a Chinese. If I can't read the Chinese, or might be Jerry, if you know that Chinese something, you can tell. It is available in UK English, in Dutch, in French, in Netherlands, in uh, Spain or Italia. So
Wow.
these are the languages globally available, and by using these languages, we have 700,000, sorry, 700K plus people are on the community. I was not aware this thing earlier, but when me and Jerry was discussing, then we found, wow, this is a nice place. Good. Okay, Jerry, now over to you. What next you are bringing for us?
I was thinking if I'm gonna, as a first timer, when I'm gonna be, I've registered. I'm on the ServiceNow community.
Mhm.
I suppose there are a number of tabs at the very top. I mean, the very
True.
one that's popping out to me at the moment is ask the community. So
Right.
if your purpose of coming to the community is, I need to ask the community a question, then if I'm going to click onto this, and then I'm just going to
Okay.
show people what that does. You'll be able to post a question. So
Yes.
putting a subject, in terms of location. I mean, there's I suppose these are the number of different, I suppose it's forums or the board that you can add to. So for example, like App Engine Forum, there's Creator Studio. But I suppose if I show all, there are
Okay.
different many products on here, but I will just close this
Can,
down because
can we
yes,
see these products somewhere else as well, Jerry?
so products is also at the very top, product hubs,
Yes.
and
So
then yeah,
if you are looking for a specific information for a specific product, you can click on the product hubs. And also one more thing, that ServiceNow community website has been revamped now. It was earlier in the some different format, but now it has been revamped. And now you can see most active means in which area the members are putting the questions. It's like your in the knowledge and the knowledge management, you can see that this is what is there. Come on, Mahathir. That is cheating now. No, that is cheating. You're putting numbers on the screenshot. That's fine. You can put it. No, no worries. Okay. What is the good or the best practice to writing a good question? What do you think, Jerry? Because we are writing a question now. What is a good practice?
So for me, so my experience, obviously, right, actually, I've my background is working from the service desk. So
Okay.
again, um, if I'm writing a, let's say I'm the end user. So again, we are all end users. So again, we're putting ourselves in the end user shoes, and
True.
very much of I'm reporting an issue. I could say very briefly of what issue I'm having, but if I don't provide the clarity, the detail, how would people know what I'm explaining? So again, it's how do you articulate the issue that you're trying to ask a question? So again, it's got to be again very high level in terms of what
Okay.
your report, what the question that you're asking and what the issue that you're wanting advice on, but also putting the steps of maybe again, where within the instance you're in, maybe a URL, maybe also a screenshot could help. So something visually could really kind of help people say, right, I've got this error message that I'm seeing on this screen.
True.
Sometimes when people don't put in a visual or screenshot and then just put a lot of text, for me it's quite difficult to try and to read that and try and assist. So I'm having to go back to the person and say, oh, can you provide me some more information, maybe a screenshot? So that's just my experience. How about you, Atu?
Yes, 100% agree, Jerry, that if you are writing a question and you want a quick and accurate response, it is equally important that you should put the question in the right manner. The subject line should be a descriptive manner, and it should be in the right forum as well. That is more important. Don't think that everybody is putting in the incident management forum, so I should put there. If you're looking for the VA or NLU or the DPR or might be APM or SSP, sorry, discovery, put in the right forum. Plus, as Jerry says, in the body, provide as much as detail. Plus, don't put any kind of a confidential information. In the recently, I saw someone put a screenshot with the his manager chat as well. That is actually wrong. You are putting things publicly, which is can hamper anybody else as well. Put the screenshot. Put what you have done and what you're looking for. Don't look only for the spoon feeding that someone come and give me the complete script. Definitely you will get the complete script as well, but try to give what you have done and then what people can or the community members can help you. Also, this is what Jerry you're picking up right. Try to mention the links to the product, that which product it's belong. It's complete like hashtag functionality which we use in our LinkedIn as well, in our Twitter as well. The same thing is there. Might be you're looking for something in the incident management, might be looking for something in the analysis, something in the discovery. So better you tag. You can tag the members as well. If you want that, I want some few people to whom I know that they must be knowing the answer, you can tag. But my personal thought, avoid. It's not look good if you're tagging only one person in the bigger community. It means you don't want answer from the other people. Avoid that. If you want that people's answer should be given by people, then put at least two, three, four, five names so that people can answer it. But tagging only one person is really not good. Other people, I see there's a lot of posts where when people are replying, they also mention that do you want answer from us as well because you did not tag us.
Mm.
So that's look bad that you are just specific people you're putting in the two. Rest, it's all good. Now, question to you, Jerry, and to the audience. Do you know there are few words which you cannot use in the either in the subject or in the body of a question? And what are those words? Any wild guesses from the community, from the audience?
I'm learning something new too. I didn't know about this, so I'll
I
be interested
experience a
to hear
lot.
from yourself and the community. Yeah.
Anybody? Yes, Mahati, over to you now. Do you know, or might be Amit or Viraj, Sandeep, Matt? Anybody know that there are few words which are not allowed, or if you put in the post subject or in the body, you will get a error message. Wow.
I
It means this is something new we will be
mm-hmm.
discussing today, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is what I experience. If you put a word called gay, Gay, it can be in the any combination. No, it's not a refresh of the page. I did that part. So let's say you put the name called Gayatri, Gavtari, or you put something and that includes the word Gay, you will get an error. Second word which I noticed, that if you put the word called BJ, I know that's meaning is a little different. We're not going in that context, but I was on the last week I was putting one of my video link, and that contained the word, like links are longer ones, so that contains the word BJP, and then I got an error that this post contained the word BJ. You have to be remove it. So these two words which I actually find that those are kind of a restrictions words which you cannot use in
Mm.
your post or subject, even though that includes the name as well. So anything, anywhere, if you get these two words, this combination Gay or BJ, you cannot send that post. I'm sure this is something new.
Isn't that something that's ServiceNow in terms of community from a
Healthy environment, I can say.
yeah, so it's again, it limits, I think, kind of monitors what people are typing, and it's got
True.
some, I suppose, some artificial intelligence behind that to spot those keywords and not to be, cause offensive and things like that. Yes.
True. This is
Yeah.
this is what the purpose actually. So I initially I thought might be it's my error. I did, and Mahati, as you say, I refresh the page, I close the browser, I open the question again, but I'm getting the same error again and again and again. Then I
Yeah.
have to be remove that words, and then we are able to do that particular part. Wow.
Oh, actually, thank you for sharing that. That's really, really useful because I didn't know about this. And one of the things I wanted to just to show in terms of some of the features,
Sure.
options that you've got on the page, where you've got a little checkbox here for email me when someone replies. So if you don't want the email notifications when someone responds, but mostly if you are going to post a question and you want to know when someone has replied to your question, you can tick this box, then you get an email notification. You can also preview what your post would look like. So if you're, typing the subject, you've typed your question in the body, maybe some of the, the screenshots, you can actually preview what that looks like as well. Just making sure from a visual and a presentation perspective, you're happy with that before you post. And then also you've got the drag and drop browse files to attach. So obviously maximum size 23 megabits, and maximum attachments allowed is only 30. So it's just to bear in mind if you're putting a question that's quite complex with lots of
Yes.
screenshots, just bear that in mind.
Yep. And also one thing is important, don't just put the requirement which you get from your manager or your client and put it directly here. Think, because what I think that we are ServiceNow experts and we should give the right advice to the customer. Sometimes I know that it is tough to be convinced the customer that no, don't do this thing. But sometimes we can convince to the customer as well. Okay, good. Let's move to the next part, Jerry.
Right, I'm just going to head back to the.
Wait.
I've just done a newbie mistake. I have done, and this is what I want to show. This was me, and we went through this the other day, didn't we? And you was like,
Yes.
Jerry, don't click onto that. So
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to that page, and I just want to
Okay.
maybe some feedback back to ServiceNow. But for me, if I want to go back to the home page, I'm gonna click on the top left. Yeah, so
Yes.
yes, but it's not. It's the community. So ServiceNow here
Correct.
takes you back to the main ServiceNow website. But if you want to go back to the main community homepage, it's this link here.
Yeah.
So
And
I purposely did that because I knew I was doing the same. And for
sure.
me, as an end user, be like, oh no, it's taking me back to the main website, but I want to go back to the community. So I wanted to purposely show that to people to say, if you want to go back to the community, it's here.
Yes, correct. And also, I think by seeing this requirement, now everybody have a question. Can we implement the two images in our ServiceNow instance as well? One go to SOW or the workspace, and one should go to the home page only, or might be something like that only. That can be anything. Okay. It should not be, but I experienced this part, Amit, that regarding that word BJ, but again, depends. Okay, no problem. Jenny, what's new in this homepage now?
What's new? What's new? I mean, if I'm just looking at the main homepage itself, obviously you've got
Mhm.
the search. I mean, it's obviously if you are logged in as yourself, you've got your own name. You've got you can search things like articles, you can search users, you can search products. So again, you've got a search bar very similar to if you're on a service portal. You've got a search bar that you can search. Um, as you mentioned, we've got Yokohama release. I gave very much of personalized, content-driven information to let the community be aware of what's going on. We've got what's new in community as well. So some very useful information there for people within the community. And then you've got a section here about events, and very
Yes.
much of I was at an event yesterday at the London Developer Meetup. We were
Yep.
celebrating International Women's Day, but there's also events that are virtual, they're online. So again, if you wanted to also join a ServiceNow user group within your own local area, so wherever you are in the world,
Correct.
you can join a ServiceNow user group. So there are lots of details on here how you can get yourself involved within the community, not just whether it's virtually on the community website, but also in person and also online for
Webinars, right?
specific areas. Yes.
Correct. Correct, Jerry.
And then I'm just going to scroll down because then you've got the community activity. So this is where I think this is where the heart of the community is the posts. It's looking at the different content types because you've got questions, you've got articles, events, and blogs. You can also see question status, whether it's been solved, whether you can see things that are unsolved or maybe they're unreplied. So if
Yes.
you want to engage with the community, maybe want to get involved, say, I'm gonna have a look at some of the community questions that are maybe unsolved, unreplied. You think, what, I've done this before. I've got experience. You can filter these questions out, or maybe you
Right.
want to see, okay, how many of these questions have been solved. So this is useful for me because when I go into the community activity, it's rather than having a full list of all the questions, you're able to filter that out.
True.
Um, and you also be able to sort these community activities by when it was originally posted, how many views there are. So again, if there is a question that someone's posted that's getting a lot of traction on views, and maybe it's something that's very popular, and maybe you could have something similar, then again, you can see how it's most viewed, most commented, so how many again people commented on that particular question, and how many is most liked as well. And then obviously on the right hand side, I'm gonna pick this person who's AG Learn Grow. um, but you can see in terms of who the top solution authors are within the community.
Right.
And this is very much when I joined the community and saw the top solution authors is like, wow, these members here must know their stuff because they've got expertise, they've got experience, and again, they're very much supporting the community, giving back to the community of, again, maybe I think Atul, you might have not done this, but I think you've done a lot of research as well. You might have seen a question, you think, what, I haven't done this before, but guess what? I'm just going to research it. I'm going to actually help myself learn a bit more about what someone's reported or ask that question. So again, it's able to help you self-develop, grow, but also engage with that community member as well. Because I can remember when I answered someone's question and they came back to say, "Thank you so much for answering that question because it really helped her." Because guess what? If I was in that person's shoes and I asked that question and I don't get a response, guess what? It's going to put me off. It's going to put me off on not using the community to ask that question. So the
Right.
value is that if you put a question on there, again, as we said, make sure you put enough details so people can understand how to answer that question. Then that's really going to support, the overall community itself, and it's going to add that value, add that impact that you're going to come back to the
To this place.
community. You're going to come back, and it's going to and that's going to help grow the community more. And we can see, Atul, you asked those questions at the very beginning of how many members, how many
Right.
people are active, and how many posts. I mean that tells it all. That what, if you're going to ask a question, you're going to get a response. You are going to get a reply, and sometimes you might not get a response. But again, we have to just look, try and support the community of looking at that, right, unsolved. So
Right.
if you've got the experience, if you've got the again, you know how to, again, like, to research that topic and just supporting community.
Right.
Yeah.
And also one thing is important, that even though I see a trend that sometimes you see the answers of a post which has been posted 2 or 3 years back as well, and people are still answering on that post. Hey, I got the solution, I got this thing, do you want answer on this particular part or not? Might be just for the not for the only for the William. Let's what do one thing, Jerry. Just
Mm-hmm.
scroll up, go to the menus now. Let's show a little bit more details here.
Yeah. So
What it
William,
is.
we'll paste a link afterwards if that's okay, because
Yes.
obviously within on the homepage there is a section here, but we can post that. So just drop me
Right.
a reminder if I don't, but just we will.
I'll do Jerry, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we've done the product hubs. Now let's what in the connect in the homepage itself. Connect.
Okay.
Number one. So this is what the place, William, that where you can go and you can see we have events in the second tab. Just click on that one, Jerry, and you can see all the events here you want to go. Now you can put that link for William and everybody so that they can join or they can see that what events are happening.
So we've got community events. So if let
Yes.
me just I'll
So
just
you
click
can,
on that. Yeah.
yep. You can go to the community event, you can go to the blogs kind of things, every single place or every single thing you can go at. Plus, the benefit is that you can filter out the events by the product, by the type, and by the status. I am only interested in the HR events, filter out. I am only interested in the in-person event, filter out, and you can get your results.
Yeah.
This is what the another way to build your connection and the network. If you join these events, it will be good.
I'm going to ask a question to you, Atu, and also the viewers. I noticed something called snug. For me, it's like, oh, that's a very nice. Are we snugging? So, maybe to the community, to the viewers, what does snug? What does snug mean to you? Because obviously, for new members coming in, what does
Right.
snug mean to you?
So
Yeah.
SNUG stands for the ServiceNow User Group, where we invite the different user groups, like from the different industries, from the different customer, different partners, where they will come and they will share their success stories, not only success stories, their problem statement as well, and they tell that how they get the solution as well on that particular part. So this is what the purpose of the snug. Believe me, snug is not that much large the way that world forum, but snug is like 100 people there. It's a one day event like 9:30 or 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. I attended two or three snugs. You come to know actually the real use cases. So I see a lot of use cases in HR. I can see a lot of use cases in the normal service desk implementation as well. So you can see the list stories, you can put your question. And the one thing which is good in the snug is that we have a round table as well. So after 2 sessions, you can go and see the round tables. You can connect with the different people on a table, put your question that what you are doing, where you stuck as well on that particular part. One thing important now, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we don't have much time to be go every time on this page and see what's new is coming.
Mm-hmm.
I want that email should come in my mailbox. What should I do? If any event gets registered, I should get email. Correct. Go to
So yeah.
option, click
Yeah.
on the subscribe. Then in case any event get logged in this part, you will get the email.
Yep.
And this is the best I can say, if because snugs meetups are those events which get filled very quickly. So what I did, I already subscribed this complete area. As soon as any event gets registered, I think it's interest, go and register it immediately. So don't forget that we can subscribe this part as well. Now, I'm sure, William, it's good to go for you now. You got the information we are looking for, and hope to see you sometime again in the Snug event. I know we met already in the previous Snug in, I guess, Birmingham or Manchester, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the up, Jerry. Go to the
I
click
think
on the.
actually, before we move on, if that's okay,
Sure, please.
we mentioned at the very beginning of tips on how to post and what to use. At the very right hand side is getting started. I just wanted to point this out because you've got welcome to the community, your community guidelines. So again, it's very
Yeah,
important just to read through this. So again, understanding, I suppose it's more of the, I suppose, terms of reference or, kind of the terms of use of community, and then also tips on posting as well. So
correct.
please use these resources because again, it's again from us, it's consistency of information. It's a single source
Yes.
of truth. But again, I just wanted to point that out as a
No,
useful resource there as
that's
well.
correct, Jerry. And I think we are missed out one point. Do you know that how many community admins are there? Can you give me the count? 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 12, 15, 18. How many are community admins I'm talking, not the members?
I don't know. That's a really
Come
good
on,
question.
Jerry. This is what we are failing actually. We think that community is only to go and get the answers, but we should know
Mm.
that how this community has been built up and developed and maintained. Anybody from the audience, do you know that how many community members are sorry community admins are there? I need a count. If you can give me the name, that will be good. And someone asked this question a few days back on the community, and I give the answer because I know. Okay, now Jerry, go one thing. I guess it is on the community guidelines. Click on this.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, it should be like this. No, it's not. It's not this. Click on this question mark on the top.
Oops.
Yes.
Question mark on the top. Okay.
Click on this. And here you can go. What is ServiceNow basics? Rules and regulations, I can say. Just click on the basics and you can see that how you can improve. You can share the feedback. And you can see here. And now you can see the members as well. Yes, click on this. So we have total 7 members here. ServiceNow itself, Derek, Dan, Sarah, Lisa, David, Selena, and Mark Obi are the admins of this community.
Thank you for sharing too. This is really, really useful. I think this page here as well, especially when you mentioned the help section,
Yes.
very useful because there's, it's basically like I said, it's a knowledge articles here or knowledge base. Then you got knowledge articles here, but yeah,
Right.
perfect.
So this is what that I'm not blaming to anybody, including myself as well. We can blame that when we purchase any new product, we got the manual, but we never read the manual. We think that we are good to go to use it, but
Mm.
manuals has a purpose to be at, and this help is a purpose to be helped. On the day one when you join, I recommend go and read this question. You can see the this thing helpful accepted solution. Do you know that how many helpful you can give in a day to anybody? There's a count.
I did not know that as well, too.
Anybody from the audience, how many kudos or helpful we can give in a day? This is what I experience. Anybody like 10, 30, 70, 80, 100, 200? It's the limit is 20.
Wow.
You can give maximum 20 kudos in a single day to anybody. And I strongly recommend if someone reply on your question, at least give kudos. Might be that is accepted, not accepted. It is 100% accurate or not accurate, but give the kudos because that person is putting the efforts. Not Kevin, it's not 500 in the day, only 20. So you can see here, you can bookmark, you can do the group membership, you can configure my settings as well. Like click on this one, Jerry, configure my settings, the second option.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. And you can see How do I change my corporate email address? Come on, this is a very common question. Yes, Kevin, this is what I experienced in a day, that 20 kudos you can give in a single day. So you can see that how to merge, how to move my email ID. A lot of questions come in the community that can I move my email ID? And this is what the place. Solutions are there, but we ignore manuals or the help. It's a good to go place to find out maximum answers before you start using this part. You can see posting a blogs, posting articles, subscriptions, bookmarks, RSS, accepted solutions. Also, from I guess from the last 2 years, this has been changed. If anybody reply on your question and you think more than one answer is right, you can accept multiple answers now.
Mm.
Earlier it was only one answer, but now you can accept more than one answer. And believe me, again, this is an encouragement for the member who are putting efforts to give you the answer. Encourage them by accepting the answers. Okay. So this is all about from the, I can say, from the community perspective on the help. So multiple questions are there. Put your time, put your efforts, and you can put it here. Now, interesting part, Jerry, you come here. I'm a developer. What about me? And in the connect, you can filter out with the role as well. Might be you can
Yep.
click anywhere, right?
So let's say I'm a platform owner. I'm a
Yes.
platform owner. So yeah, I'm going to go to platform owner resource center.
So you can see all about the platform owner now. And almost every area has a 4 sections: event, forum, blog, and I guess it's article. One thing is article, something like this.
Yep.
So you can see. I'm like Jerry said that I'm a platform owner and I'm interested to be see what's coming new. Wait, Jerry, can you go back in the same screen?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just scroll up, click on the subscribe, click on this drop down the subscribe. Yes. So you can see you can subscribe all these 4 sections or any section as well. I'm only interested in the events of the platform owner. Click it, you'll get an email as soon as you get a new event in that. It's like adding yourself in the watch list. All right.
Perfect. And this is really useful again, very much targeted content for my particular role. So again, if I go back to that connect, any a very
One more minute, Jerry. I guess we missed out.
yeah,
Go back to the
sure.
same screen. If you are looking for some information only for this forum, you can just click in the search box and it will search only in this category. It will not search in the whole community only for this category.
Yeah.
This is again a beautiful part, and otherwise we get confused. Yep. Okay, move it, Jerry, now.
Okay, so if I just go back to connect, just see if there's anything else that I mean we can also connect in groups, because there is technology groups, there's
Right.
as we mentioned, developer meetups. I think
Important.
industry groups as well. So I'll give you an example. For me, I work in higher education. So we have a very, a community just dedicated for higher education. But there are also industry groups that we can see here: healthcare, energy, financial services. And everyone has their own, again, in their own industry, have their own different process and different ways of working. So again, if you want to network with like-minded people that will be working with your own industry, this is a great place to go to.
Correct. So it's all depend on your need, and you can pick up that area. It's not required that you should subscribe everything. If you subscribe everything, believe me, in a few minutes your email will be flooded.
I made that mistake too.
Even I did mistake. I thought, okay, let me do. I subscribe and reload my Gmail. 200, 300 emails in one go. I said, come on, I'm done now.
Yeah.
Even though you can search by the locations as well.
Okay.
At the bottom, you can see.
Just obviously
Sure.
going down to interest groups. So again, there's I find this really, really useful, Atul, because the reason why I find this useful, because if you're something I as a product owner, platform owner, I was looking at things around accessibility.
True.
And there are a lot of these different groups here that I wasn't even aware that it existed until someone showed me. So if I go down to the accessibility one here,
Yeah.
if you
And
want,
this is the latest group has been added a few days back only.
and if you want specific information around different topics, depending on your role, depending on what projects that you're working on, this is a great place to again ask those questions and then see what other what other community members have also asked as well. This question from Kane Solar. Is there a particular group for non-technical roles?
So like platform owner is one of the non-technical role. You can pick up that as well. And it depends on what specifically you're looking for. Um, Personally, I will say there's nothing called the non-technical. It's a technical or a functional. Non-technical means because we are working the ServiceNow ecosystem, even though we did not write the code, but we understand the code. So we are functional guys, not the non-technical. Okay, so product owners, as Jerry showed that yes, product owner. BA, I doubt something we have for the BA as well.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yep.
Yep. And Kevin's also asked a question is that he helps co-organize the Orlando ServiceNow developer group. Does this pull information from those meetings?
I guess no. You had to come and post it here. So like I'm not sure that do you have a rights or not. Like we have a rights to put the events as well. So I can. So if you see on the Jerry's part, it's just showing ask the community. It means you cannot create these. Basically, the events which you can see here is posted by ServiceNow only, not by individuals.
Okay.
Because these events are mainly from the ServiceNow organizing, might be partner, customers event, peak sessions, webinars, kind of things, is there only.
And then we've got the next part we mentioned, Snugs, so ServiceNow user groups.
Yes.
So I'm just going to click onto the Europe. That's where I'm based,
Yeah.
and this is where you can see the ServiceNow user groups within your own area that either you can meet in person or online. So again, there's a lot of Snugs within your own area. So if I go to Europe, and you've got
UK.
Where is UK?
It's at the down, definitely.
There it is. So United Kingdom Snug. And again, you can join the group, and then also I think you can subscribe.
Subscribe. Yes.
Yeah. So again, it's very, very important that there are events going. I think the next event for Snug is in Manchester on the 23rd of April.
Right.
So again, if you want to hear what other customers are in terms of their success stories or how in terms of their journey as well. Some when I say success stories, sometimes things that might have not gone well, but how did they from when they haven't gone well turn that into success? So again, it's just hearing their journeys and then also an opportunity to network with other ServiceNow communities, and that's where too. I met you in the Snug and met I think others in the chat. I think Paris, and there's others that I've met. But yeah, it's really good to just put a face to names sometimes, and especially if you're posting a question and you've got someone answering that question for you. It's really great to see them first say thank you.
Yes, agree, Jerry. And Kevin, just to be confirmed, yes, it did not pull any information because only the community admin or the backend people from the service now they can only put the events on that particular part. Might be you can connect with the admins and you can request them that you are organizing this meetup. Can you post these things in this part or not? That can help you in that particular part. Jerry, what is coming new in the blogs?
Right, let's click onto the blogs.
Yep. Wow, 4 sections of the blogs: community, developer advocate, developer, and ServiceNow blogs. Nice.
And you've got also most active as well, so you can see
Most active, yes.
Yeah. Right. I mean, shall I click on community blogs?
Yes, good, please, go ahead. This is all using AI, machine learning, and bringing together everything on this particular part. So you can see. Nice.
And you can also ask a question on within the blogs. You can subscribe.
Yes.
They're very much similar to the different forums on again very specific to those areas.
Right.
Um, and I just want to ask a question here, Atu. In terms of blogs, who are, is it that just generally the community will write these blogs, or is it just from people from ServiceNow?
No. Okay. So who can write the blogs? Number one, you can get that answer in the help section. Number two, as of now, as per the latest rules, or I can say the policies, only MVPs and the rising stars are allowed. Plus, ServiceNow people are allowed. Or
Mhm.
the it says thoughtful leadership people are allowed to be write blogs or the articles at point of time. If you want to write blogs and you want to get access, you have to be send an email, I guess, to ServiceNow community. Something ID is there. I post this answer 2 or 3 days back on the community. Someone put this question as well. So like you and me, Jerry, we are MVPs, and there are few which I can see. Mahati is also one of the MVP, and few are the
Yes.
rising stars as
Yeah.
well. So we are allowed to be write blogs and post. Rest are not allowed as of now. Might be it has some reason that ServiceNow community did not allow everybody to be write. But if you're interested to write, you can go to the help section and you can find the name as well. Or you can see, I guess 2 or 3 days back, I put the answers where I put the email ID as well. You can see that question and you can drop an email to that.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
great. I mean, there's a wealth of knowledge and information here too. I mean, like
Yes.
I said, if I'm a first timer here looking at the community, wow, where do I navigate? And I'm really I'm really grateful that we're able to showcase this and demonstrate to people there are different pockets of. I suppose if I'm driving somewhere, what's the
Yes.
best direction? And I'm thinking we're like the sat navs or the yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And also one thing, I again coming back on the basics, if you're reading any of the blog and if you think you got might be 0.5% of knowledge, give a kudos, because writing a blog, creating the videos, creating the content take a hell lot of time. And we cannot, it's not like we are looking for the monetary benefits, it's like we are just looking for the humanity benefits. If you go like it, put the thumbs up. This is what encouragement for the content creator as well.
okay.
So you can see the different blogs. This is we are in the advocates blocks. So you can see only 7 people who are the dev advocates. They are only allowed to be put the blogs here. But if you are from the other side, might be your Rising Star MVP, then you can put in the community blog only.
Okay.
Now I have a question, Jerry. There's a lot of question, or might be to you. Nowadays, a lot of people are putting question that I put a question, but that is moving in the approval phase. What this mean? Like if I put a question, it gets published immediately. But if someone new is coming in the community and putting a question, that go might be in the spam or might be go in the approval state. The reason being because in the last, not recently, but in the last year, on the community we find that there's a lot of people who are putting the spams post as well. Might
Mm-hmm.
be some medical treatments, some vacation plans, something like this. People are putting it, and also what people do, what I observe that initially they put the question related to service now, and then they start editing it. So ServiceNow put restrictions on that particular part. If they found that the link or the post is something on the spam perspective, they put into the block state or the approval state. In that case, you can reach out to the any of the ServiceNow community. But I'll say reach out to Derek or David or Dan Burhan. They are the two most active people who work in this profiling part. They can check your profile and they can release it from there, and then you can continuously put on that particular part. So don't be afraid that, oh, my question go in the approval state, what happened, it's my first time. It is something expected behavior. It depends that what type of content you are putting on and how it's been treating in the background by the AI as well. So this is important.
Thank you to sharing that. Again, for me, I didn't know that was again my experience. I never experienced that, but if you do experience that, Atu, thank you for sharing. Shall we move on then, Atu, to the resources section?
Yes. So we can go community central, we can go the leaderboard where you can see that who is leading the board by the accepted solution. I'll not go in that because we know that results cards are always there. So you can use that, but you can go in the community, I can say guidelines, something which we see on the top, or you want to know about the ServiceNow MVP program, you want to know about the ServiceNow Rising Star program, you can click on this and you can get the complete details. Might be MVP is the good one, Jerry. We can pick it up
Yep.
and you can get all the information that what is this program, how it's been driving it, who are leading this program, and you can see it. So this is
I
what.
had I had Paris yesterday when we met at the dev meetup. She said, "What?
Mhm.
What's MVP for ServiceNow?" She goes, "Is it minimal viable product?" I said, "No, we're not minimal viable product, but we are the most valued professional with MVP."
Professionals, right,
Yeah.
right,
They just want to clear that up for when people read MVP, because obviously depending on where you work and your
right,
experience, the acronyms will be like, "Are you most valued product
yes.
or minimal
And
viable product?" Yeah.
like no, even sometime in my company as well, people say, "Oh, you are a most viable product." I said, "No, I am a most valuable professional, not a product."
Yeah.
So you can go in this place, you can find out that what is be happening. You want to join, definitely you have to put the efforts as well. You can read the articles, you can read the core values of MVP, and then you can go ahead this particular part.
Hmm. Yeah.
Now I have one more question, Jerry.
Hmm.
Just click on the top on the community link.
I'm not going to click on that one. I won't click
No,
on
no, no,
community.
no, no, no. Now, if you want to search anybody on the community, you can put it here as well. And here you can see the option all community. Filter out, please. In the drop down, Jerry. Yes.
Yep. Do you want me to search for users or just click on all
Might be
community?
just put any word.
Oh,
Might be
any
just put the
word.
Jerry. Just put the Jerry.
Okay.
Okay. You can see the related records, number one. So you can see I put this post, I put this post, I put this post. So few posts are from my side as well, which where the Jerry name is mentioned. If you click
Mm,
on the enter,
okay. Oops. Let
oops,
me just. Sorry.
every,
Let me
yeah.
just go back again.
So it is like a global search for us.
So I'll just type in Jerry and I'm
Yeah.
going to hit
And just click on
enter.
the search icon.
Yep.
Yeah. So now you can search in the post, you can search in the users, and you can search in the places as well. You have
Mm,
three filters on the top.
yep. So oops. Let
And
me.
you can do little bit advanced as well. One thing important, if you're not able to find the things in the community, you will see the other option called the ServiceNow search. It means you are getting redirected to the ServiceNow docs directly. So no need to be open the ServiceNow docs now. You can search the ServiceNow docs in the community itself.
Wow, this is really useful. This is like you mentioned. When we talk about a one-stop shop, this
Correct.
is really useful. I don't want to be creating more tabs. For me, when I'm working, I create so many tabs, but to have this in one place is amazing.
And I guess this is what the purpose of this session, Jerry, which you and me come together.
Hmm.
We want to be sure that what are the tips and tricks, quick navigation in the community and the benefit of that particular part.
Yeah,
And now I'm sure everybody's got it that point that we can search within the community and we can search within the service now as well.
yeah,
Definitely, yes, Kevin, I'm 100% agree with you. It was previously very bad, but now, as I say, that this site has been completely revamped. So you can see here. Now let's go to the last part, Jerry. It's the ServiceNow University. And you
Okay, so
can
we've got
see,
two sections there: ServiceNow University and also career journey stories. So we'll click on ServiceNow University, and a couple of weeks ago, Atu, we did cover a video on
correct.
ServiceNow Learning, which is
Now
part of
learning.
ServiceNow University.
Yep.
But I think in here you can see the different initiative programs that they have. I think one is called, I think when it loads up, I think it's Rise Up.
Rise Up is in I can say in kind of a revamp format now. So team is working to bring it back now.
Hmm.
It's not live, but definitely yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But you can see the journeys, you can see the different things, and you can pick it up there. Again, purpose is that no need to be go to the now learning separately. You have a link here, click it, your
Hmm.
work has been done.
And then one thing I wanted to mention here is the career journey stories. So, and these stories here are very powerful that I've seen,
Few.
because they're recognizing people in the day and day, everyday people, that how they've got into the service now as their career and within the community. So again, there's featured stories, there's different personas. So again,
Personas, yes, and the resources as well. You can see.
yeah. So again, people always mention to me, say, do you need to be technical when you get into service now? No, you don't need to
No.
be technical, because you come here and look at what other people have done and they all help. I mean, to be honest, too, and everyone, these people are giving me quite
True.
inspirational, excuse me, give me some inspirational stories on how they've achieved within their own journey. And again, what, again, I've experienced setbacks, and things don't go well in your own career journey. So again, is seeing how other people have navigated their own journey has really kind of inspired how, wow, it's such a powerful notion. So it's
Yes.
important that we share our stories with each other in the community. And one of the things that I've really kind of cherish is people able to really kind of, I get to meet a lot of people and get to hear about their own personal stories. And it's such a powerful thing, because sometimes when we're at work, it's work, but we also forget about the people aspect. We're just, for me, I tell you, we're just everyday people, living our
Yeah.
lives. But again, it's so powerful when we're able to share our own experiences. And everyone's got, in terms of in their journey, everyone's got a different journey, and the way that they've learned and achieve and have setbacks. So please do, I think, encourage everyone to be able to share, network.
Right, Jerry. No, that's important. And sometimes we get motivated by watching, by listening other people as well. And we should make a habit. I think we should make a habit that at least spend half an hour to 1 hour every day on the ServiceNow community. You can read one blog, one story, few questions you can answer, and you will learn a lot in that particular part.
Yeah.
Okay. Now almost we are almost over the time now. One thing which has been left, sorry. Go to your profile, Jerry, on the top,
Okay.
and this is what is your personal area where you can personalize it. You can put the subscription, anything you can pick it up.
So if things that I've subscribed to, this is
Yes.
a place that I can go to see what. Oh, okay. So I subscribed to the platform only one earlier, so that's shown up on my board. Great.
Yeah. So you can see that where you subscribe. If you want to be unsubscribed, you can unsubscribe as well.
Okay.
You can see your bookmarks as well. That is important.
Oh yes, I mean there's this. I mean again, when you go onto whether it's a blog post, whether it's an article, whether it's a question, you can bookmark those as well, so you can then easily go back and find out.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let me see. Is I missed out anything in my this thing? We done members online. This.
So,
Yes.
so I tell you, I'm gonna basically gonna take my screen off. We're gonna ask the viewers that we've got on our stream. Have you got any questions for us? So we can answer that live for you here.
Yes.
Thank you, Kevin. I know network is very essential, so I really appreciate that. And Kevin says, "Oh,
Yes.
that's
It's a good
wonderful."
one.
Yeah, that definitely.
Yes. No, definitely. And I'm sure that uh, what we want to be put together, me and Jerry, for this session, you got something new in the community as well. It's not the similar or the old stuff, which was the purpose of that particular thing. So I guess, Jerry, if there's no other question from the audience, and I'm sure that it's like 9:30, 9:40 now for the UK people.
Yes, yes.
Almost breakfast is over, sun is shining, so good to go outside now. Before that, one announcement that today is a Women's Day, International Women's Day. So there's a session is happening at 6:30 p.m. IST time, which is organized by Shama Negi and Anjali Chaudhary. If you want to be join that session, you can just connect with them over the LinkedIn, and you can join. Few major guests are coming: Lauren, Christy, Tosin, Jayashri, and Priyanka is there, who is be joining that session, they are going to be share their own stories, something service now, personal stories, new learnings as well on that particular part. So that is dedicated to the women's. So if you wish to join, please go ahead and hit the connection on the LinkedIn and join that part. And once again, Jerry, let's take a pause and thanks to God for giving us the things which we done today. Okay. So we are getting a lot of good comments from the audience as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us for a complete more than 1 hour now,
Thank
sharing
you.
your experience with us, giving us the motivation to both of us to come back again together with some other new session, something new. We are working together now. We'll come back again. And
And yeah, no, thank you everyone as well for the engagement, the questions, and it's really just exciting to see how the community is growing and flourishing. So anything that me and Atu is, again, if there's any topics that you want me and Atu to
yes,
cover, please let us know. We're happy to be able to, again, we me and Atu can research that, discuss that, and we can then come back again and share some of our experience and knowledge sharing as well.
yes. This is what all about community, right?
Oh, definitely, Atu. Thank you. So everyone have a great weekend, and obviously, and happy International Women's Day for everyone. But yes, we will catch everyone soon. So
Yeah.
thank you, everyone. Thank
Thanks,
you, Atu.
everybody. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.